Hey guys, this is Phil, and in today's video we're going to be talking about plate carriers. A lot of airsofters tend to use plate carriers as part of their basic kit, and with good reason. They provide an easy way to carry magazines and other tools and have them readily available. However, making sure they're set up correctly is critical to their efficiency. So today we're going to go over 3 tips that will help you get the most out of your plate carrier. So let's get to it. Firstly, it's critical that your plate carrier be sized and positioned properly according to your own body size and type. In the real world, a plate carrier is designed to carry a ballistic plate that provides protection to your vital organs, such as your heart and your lungs. Now, we obviously don't need that protection in airsoft. However, we still wear the same type of plate carriers, and as a result, we should adjust them in the same way. This will ensure that your plate carrier does not interfere with any other equipment that you're wearing, and that the weight is evenly distributed on your body. To adjust your plate carrier correctly, you should first tuck your chin into your chest. The point where your chin connects with your chest is the point where your top plate should rest. You should adjust your shoulder straps until your front plate rests in this position, and make sure that your back plate is resting in a similar position on your back. One trick you can use is to use tape on the underside of your straps to mark the correct position and make sure that your plates are nice and even. Also, if your plate has shoulder pads, make sure that the shoulder pads are actually resting on your shoulders and not down on your body. Once you get your front and back panel in the correct position, you should tighten your side panels as much as possible. Your plate carrier should be as tight to your body as you can get it, and it should not flop around at all when you run. If you're having some difficulty tightening the side panels, you can consider using a different type of cummerbund, such as an elastic cummerbund, which will help get it nice and tight. If you don't have any plates in your carrier, that's okay. You should still position it in the way we just described. However, we do recommend getting some sort of mock plate to put in your carrier to help it keep its shape. You could get training plates, plastic plates, or even make your own plates out of cheap EVA foam mats available at most hardware stores. Having a plate in your carrier will help greatly stabilize it and provide you a much more solid platform when drawing and reinserting your mags. Our second tip is to keep your side panels as clear as possible. Having pouches on your side panels actually prevents you from tucking in your elbows as far, which is critical to minimizing your profile, especially when you're coming around a corner or utilizing cover. Additionally, we often see airsofters with pouches just above their pistol holster, which prevent them from cleanly drawing their sidearm. If you're going to go through the trouble of carrying a sidearm, you should be able to draw it with no impediments. This goes for any piece of kit on your carrier. It should not interfere with any other piece of equipment you might be carrying. Think about every pouch on your carrier and ask yourself, will I ever need this in the middle of a game? If the answer is no, or probably not, we suggest you keep the contents of that pouch either in your rucksack in the case of larger items, or elsewhere on your person in the case of smaller items. For example, you could carry a red dot sight or AEG battery in a BDU pocket, or you could mount your multi-tool right on your belt. It's worth considering that, with the exception of longer milsim type games, the average airsofter will only need to carry mags and a radio. This will help keep your plate carrier tidy and optimized for doing one thing, keeping you in the game. Finally, don't put pouches in places that you can't easily reach them. Now, this may seem obvious, but we frequently see airsofters with radio pouches mounted right on their back. If the easiest way for you to access a pouch is to get a teammate to help you with it, then you'll be hard-pressed if you ever find yourself alone. You should be able to access and use every piece of kit on your person without assistance. Additionally, keeping your back panel clear will make it so that it doesn't interfere with any other equipment that you're carrying, such as a rucksack or a sling. Don't put magazine pouches on your far left or far right side outside of easy reach. Many plate carriers come set up in this way by default with the same number of pouches on both sides. In fact, my first carrier was set up that way, and I used it for years in this configuration without knowing better. The reality is that it forces the user to reach across their body to retrieve a magazine, and in a pinch, you're never going to reload from those pouches. Rather, focus on keeping your magazine centered on your body and moving those magazine pouches either on a belt or on a leg panel instead. We hope you found these tips helpful. If you'd like to share some of the tips that you use to set up your plate carrier, please leave your comments in the box below. And as always, if you like what you see, make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.